Hurricos! Welcome back to Spyro.
We've always had trouble with the gear grinders, but now they've set up force fields to separate us. If you can find diodes, you can use
I get the impression that grinding a gear with a spanner would be rather tricky.
I think there's a diode around here somewhere, but my eyesight isn't what it used to be.
It's a light emitting diode. I'll let it slide. I don't know, I don't like it being called a diode. Even though, like I just said, it is actually a diode. It looks like an LED. Okay, Hurricos! Stuff I like about this level. Something I don't think I've mentioned is how I like how every single stage... Wait, I think I mentioned this in the previous part. Ignore me. I don't remember what I've been saying throughout this thing, so I'll just say it again. I love how every world has a unique set of enemies. The gear grinders, I like the whole bunch of them. The robot's nice. The big guys with the things are nice. They do embody the immunities. They do kind of immediately make it clear what's immune to the flame and what's immune to the charge as well. I like that. Something else I really like about Hurricos in particular, the rain. There's weather effects going on at Hurricos, and I love that. I don't know, I can't think of many other levels that would have something like that, a nice defining thing that's not in another level. Also, a nice little tip thing here if you're wanting to speed up your playthrough of the game. If you just walk towards those gates with the diode, then it plays a small animation of Spyro putting the diode in, like it did earlier. But if you're in the air when you head towards the thing, if you're in the air, then it doesn't do the animation, it just does it instantly. So yeah, nice little tip for making the game a bit quicker that I've noticed that a surprising amount of people don't know. I immediately noticed it. Because I was gliding towards the final set a while ago. Orb time! Ah, that was an easy orb. Nah, it's not the orb yet. This orb's interesting. I quite like this one. See that little meter there? That's not the win condition.
Oh, these gear grinder thieves keep taking our lightning stones. If you can replace them all and activate our generator, I'd be very grateful.
So yeah, the challenge for this is to reactivate all of these generators. And you do that by swallowing up the thing and shooting it at the thing. Other things. Thing is an awesome word and you will love it. Yeah. This orb's got a nice little challenge. This orb's a nice little unique thing. I like it. This orb's nice and simple to understand. You're just putting the things into place. But you've probably noticed that counter isn't changing at all. The orb is not. The orb is to put all of these in place. It's not quite that simple. Yeah, that's what the difference is. It's you have to take out 10 of these thieves in order to stop them taking the stones out of the power generators. I'm not sure whether you actually need to kill them all. You know, because the win condition is to have all of the generators powered on. I'm not sure whether you can win this without killing all of them. I'm curious about that, actually. I want to see if that's possible now. I'm pretty sure someone will have managed to do it at some point. It shouldn't be too hard. Get it down to 9 and then pick off an easy one to test it out. But I'm interested to see whether you can win this without killing all of the thieves. Alright. More about Hurricos. The music. I like that electrical noise that's in it, or mechanical, whatever you want to call it. The sound that's... here it is. That whole bit of the music. 2 for 1. Right. But as it is, the best way to do this is to kill all of them. Anyway, there are two that are a bit tricky. This one, for example. They don't roam around the thing when you approach them. They actually just leap off of the stage out of harm's way. So, yeah. Bit annoying. I really do not like when I get those ones. I think the other one does appear at some point as well. But yeah, those, yeah, here he is. I hate the fact that they instantly leave the map. That just really annoys me. Okay, so let's get this lightning stone. That's such a boring name for these things, by the way. Lightning stone. Alright, so we only need one. We only need to take out one more thief. And, that, like I say, that's not the main objective though. But it's kind of handy to... Well, here comes, here he comes. Which one is he? Why, he's back here. I haven't watched this footage in ages, okay? Yeah, that orb, now that all of the guys are dead, or we just need to put back the lightning stones, which is the actual win condition. I want to see someone make my words don't work. This is gonna be the worst part. Right. I want to see I want to see what happens if you light up all of the generators without killing all of the things now. But yeah. Electrical generator on.
Thank you, Spyro. I found this shiny thing mixed up with our lightning stone.
Amper.
Take it as a reward.
Electral. I like that name for the species. Yeah, they've got each of the NPCs that you can speak to has their own name, and I don't think all of the time, but in some cases their own species as well is mentioned. I really like that one, Electral. The Electrals are also really... I just like them. Got a nice design to them, I think. Spyro is still a gorgeous game in my opinion. It doesn't matter that it's old at this point. The animation. That's not how you put a diode into those things anyway. It's inaccurate as hell. Right. So, what else have we got? What else have we got left? There's the talisman. There's treasure. And I think there's only one more orb challenge. Before anyone corrects me, I count it as only one. You'll see what I mean later. Hey, life! I love how there's different animations that happen when Spyro gets hit as well. It shares that with the Crash series, actually. I constantly hear people talk about Spyro and Crash as if they're one and the same in a lot of their things. When, actually, I think they're really different in my opinion. The only similarity they have is that they were mascots of the PS1, as far as I'm concerned. There's not really much else about the two that I think is, you know, worthy of pairing them all the time.
Thank you, Spyro. You've deactivated all of the electric barriers.
How does everyone know Spyro's name?
Talisman from the gear grinders. Please, take it as a reward.
Something else that I think I mentioned this in Colossus, but something else I quite like is how every single level has its own little plot to a degree. Hurricos is being tormented by these gear grinders. Oh, supercharge! I'm not going to be showing it, but there is a glitch you can do with the switches behind these things if you don't turn them on. And those windmills, you notice, are too big to break. That's how you break them. Durr! Well, that doesn't do that much impressive stuff, does it? All it does is slow down the fans. I'm not sure what the point of that is. Seems like a bit of a waste of time. It's not like we're going to get up there anytime soon. I've actually had it not do that for me before, rather annoyingly. It's actually left them going really quickly before. I've not been able to repeat it, but yeah, it's kind of really bugged me when the 2 times that's happened. I think it's happened twice. Spyro 2 is a good game, but it's not by any means perfect.
Spyro, do you see that big building over there?
Cosmo. That's not how you spell Cos. Or is that Cosma? No, it's Cosmo. Alright. This orb challenge is really stupid in my opinion. For exactly one part. The very end. So yeah, this is why we need to slow down the fans. I think if you try and do this without slowing down the fans, Spyro simply bounces off of them. I can't remember. I've not tried it in a while. Partly because it's not hard to stop the fans from moving, so it's harder to get to the orb challenge actually because of the turn you have to make. Alright, so there we go. One challenge done. There's someone there, no doubt he's the guy who gives us our orb for this thing.
Spyro, you've done well so far.
What? I love that name. He's got good taste in names. Can you do it? You see, that's the thing. You'll see at the very end.
Glides get tricky. You'll have to use your hover maneuver to make them. Press the triangle button during a glide to hover and get extra height.
That's something about Spyro that I do kind of like. If an ability is required to progress through something, they do remind you about the ability. Most of the time. Like if you need to hover or anything. If you fall off, this is just me demonstrating it. If you fall off during the second half of this challenge, there's a whirlwind that appears to bring you up here. Right, I need to hover. Well, actually, I do use the hover here because I mess up my timing. I didn't need the hover there, I just used it. Right. But yeah, there's that little charge jump. It gets you just as far as the hover. So yeah. Right. You look over there. There is someone there. So there's got to be some sort of battle in there that they can't take on, right? There's got to be some sort of uber gear grinder or something. Why else would he not be going in there? It's like, that'll be the room that turns off the stuff. Why can't you go in?
The switch to turn off the gear grinder factory is in that room, but, it's awfully noisy in there.
That's the reason. It's loud. Just, no.
Thanks for shutting down the factory.
You could have done that. Why didn't you? It's a really stupid reason to not be able to do the thing. Like, what? But yeah, okay. It does freeze these things, so in theory it should be easier to get on them. Clearly I fucked up, so whatever. But yeah, it should make it easy to go back across them to get to the other side of that area if you need to. We don't need to. You can just as well do that glide. Right. We've got all of the orbs. We've got all of the talismans. What's left? Treasure. I don't think I do this that often in this LP, but yeah. Treasure scavenger hunt. Where are the missing gems? I think I've only done it on Colossus so far. But in fairness, I wasn't particularly thorough with Hurricos, so yeah. I'm not thorough through at the next level either, but there's a reason for that. Okay. Where is the rest of the treasure? Maybe it's in this part because I did not investigate all of this part. Maybe it's there. Oh, look, it is. Hurricos complete. assholes! What complete and utter asshole! They're just as bad as the people who were tormenting them. The gear grinders were tormenting them, so now they're going to torment the gear grinders? That's no better than the gear grinders, you pricks! Oh dear. See you next time.